Well, hello, Scorpio gang. How are you guys doing? It is time for your relationship reading. We are going to do like a mini reading for you and just kind of get into some details for relationships for those of you who have Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you don't know that information, there's a link in my description box below. And I am running a promotion right now on personal readings. They're on special from now through Valentine's Day, as long as they're booked by noon Central Standard Time on Valentine's Day. And that information is all in my community section on my channel. So yes, I am burning incense because yes, we are clearing the energy and looking for divine guidance for you today, Scorpio gang. So let's look at your relationship. We are going to get your person's energy, your energy, and a probable outcome. Energies can change and you can change them, okay? So many times the purpose of divination is to either confirm that you're on the right track or to give you advice many times of things you can do to make things better or to just change them entirely, okay? Depending on how this reading goes, okay? All right, Scorpio gang. With that being said, let's do one more cut. I'm getting 3, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this thing 3 ways, and we're going to get some information for you. Okay, here we go, Scorpios. All right. So, you may be dealing with a Virgo, possibly. You also have air, which, of course, is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe, maybe not. Okay, could be just a placement in someone's chart. Okay. You also have water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, of course, your energy as well here, okay? And water again, okay? And fire, so I think you have every sign. Fire, of course, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but okay. But your majors, you have 1, and that's Virgo, so maybe, maybe not. But okay, let's take a look, Scorpio, at the situation. All right. So I'm looking at their energy and your energy, and you're kind of on different, you're kind of in different places on this thing, okay? I do really feel like, and this could be somebody that you have dealt with from your past that is back in the picture, okay? Because you have the 6 of Cups in your energy, but, you know, that doesn't always mean that, but it can many times be kind of seeing things through the eyes of a child, and often that is a positive thing, okay? You also have the Page of Cups in the upright. Again, a lot of emotion on your behalf towards your person, okay? Could involve children because, you know, you've got a page sitting here and then you got that 6 of Cups, and many times that can involve children, okay? Now, and you're really ready for this thing to move forward, okay? This is, you know, wanting to take a risk on this, okay? Leap of faith, if you will. All right, that is what that's about, the Fool card. Now, the Fool typically in the tarot is somebody who makes wise choices. I'm going to look at your person's energy, though, and I'm going to say that I think what these children are showing up for in this page is naivety on your part, okay? I'm going to call this out. And maybe you're looking through rose-colored glasses on this thing, maybe being a little bit naive, okay? Because and the reason I say that, I'm looking at your person's energy, and let me just tell you what's in your person's energy, okay? There are some positives and some negatives, okay? And here's what, you know, you've got a lot of reservations on the side of your person, okay? All right. The Hermit in their energy in the reverse, okay, just not working through some things. And the 9 of Swords in the upright would certainly speak to that. That's kind of what you're looking at here, okay? And I'll hold these up for you. Tried to redo things where you guys could see, but okay. But just in case you can't, you know, Hermit in reverse, 9 of Swords. This is fear of abandonment, overthinking many times, a lot of sleepless nights, and probably hung up on something from the past and still hurting from it, okay? And, you know, just really a lot of despair here. And could speak to egotistical, okay? And, you know, ego has its place. It can be good or bad, but it has to be kept in check. I'm not about death of the ego, okay? but it is about balance between ego and humility and, you know, being intuitive and trusting the divine and understanding that ego has its place. But then again, there are certain things that we are just going to have to rely on divine guidance for at the same time and kind of trust the process on things. Okay. Now, you know, here's the thing. I think this person, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles is this. It literally means, you know, an eventual positive outcome. And I always like to focus on that word eventual. This thing is good, really to work. Here's what I'm getting from your energy and theirs. And we're going to get to the probable outcome because of where we are energetically. Okay. This person, if this were to work out, is going to require more patience than you are ready to get, are willing to give, or that you even see is needed. Okay, I think you're not seeing that it's even needed. That's kind of what I'm getting, because we talked about kind of looking through rose-colored glasses on this thing. I don't think you realize that this person has a lot of junk in their trunk, spiritually, okay, that they just haven't worked through, okay, baggage. Could they do it? They could with some patience. Okay, but right now, I don't see you being really that patient about this thing, okay? Now, because of where you are energetically with this person, okay, where things are just not lining up energetically, okay, I'm seeing a repel, okay, all right, where you're repelling each other, okay, because energetically they're in one place and you're in another. Now, because of that, unless changes are made, here's your probable outcome, okay? At the center of this thing, you've got the card of walking away, disillusionment, okay, injury to the heart, okay? And I think in this case, and I'm not trying to be mean to you, Scorpio, I'm trying to help you. This is loving energy, but I think it would be you breaking your own heart because you're just trying to push this person faster than where they're really ready and needing to go. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. And so, you know, when the world comes up next to this card, the world, among many other things, can speak to completion. So the world occasionally can speak to endings. And then you've got it right next to the card of walking away. Let's talk about the King of Wands. That's the other card that you've got here in the reverse. Okay, doubt, indecision. That's the energy of this person saying, ugh. No, she's not ready for this, okay? Not wanting to take action. Can speak to immaturity, okay? All right, and you got a page up here in your energy, okay? So just, I love you. That's why I'm trying to help you on this thing. Now, can you make changes to make this thing come out differently than where you're headed? Of course you can, if you want to. And I can't tell you, you know, this person's got a lot of issues. And let me just say this. It takes a very skilled energy worker to work through stuff like this with the distraction of a relationship going on. Okay? So I really, you know, I do think it is possible that this person could do this. The reason I say that is because they do have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. But it's going to require patience on your part. You know, step away from this, right? Step away from this, the rose-colored glasses thing, and I'm not trying to call you out. And then, you know, turn this into this, where there's some resilience here and some staying power, okay? And turn this, where it's in reverse right now, into this, where, you know, when the time comes, you guys will be ready to step into some maturity and some passion, okay? And this and that and the other. You know, there's probably a lot of, you know, passion here as far as, you know, and probably a lot of charisma, probably a lot of maybe even physically attractive, okay? That many times when the King of Wands, and I know it's in reverse, okay? But, you know, I really think that this is easy for me to see how to turn this thing around. Now, it's up to you to do it. Okay, to trust the process, to step more into a trusting the divine timing kind of thing versus let's take a leap of faith right now. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. I think this is possible, but I think, you know, you got to take a step back and give this person time to work through their stuff. I think there is an energy that lends itself to them doing that if you were to do that, because you got this Knight of Pentacles. That's what I see. So right now, you're kind of headed on a path where this thing is not going to make it. But I hope, at least, that I've given you some advice that should you choose to, you can work through this thing and make this thing turn around, okay? Because, you know, right now, and I don't know, it's up to you to decide, is it worth it to be patient with this person? Does this person bring so many great qualities to the table that, you know, I'll take a step back from this and kind of just hang a little bit, you know, go into more of, and I don't have the hanging man, but, you know, go into more of a hanging man kind of mentality where I'm okay to just hang, you know. And, you know, you can certainly keep your options open. Don't rule this out, but keep your options open on other things too. I don't know. I don't know. You know, you may be married to this person or vice versa. And I apologize. My dog is barking. She hears something. But at any rate, that's kind of what I get from, excuse me, Carolina. I'm so sorry. All right. She's calming down. Let's pull some advice for you guys, okay? Additional advice and maybe an oracle or two, and we'll go from there. But that's kind of what I see, Scorpio. You know, I don't think it's a bad thing. I really don't. I think there's emotion on both. I think this person is fond of you, Knight of Pentacles. I think there's certainly emotion on your part. You're very fond of them, okay? But I think you're a little bit further along in this thing than they are energetically, and that's going to cause you guys to repel and fall apart if you don't kind of meet them at where they need to be met. And I can't tell you whether to do that. That's up to you, okay? A lot depends on where you are in this thing. If it's in the early stages, you know, that's, you know, or whatever, or if you're in a serious, you know, a lot depends on that. And this is a general reading. Certainly, if you want to get into more detail, you know, about the specifics related to your individual situation, you can hit me up for a personal reading, okay? This is just like a mini reading and it's general, okay? Okay, so you got the Knight of Wands as your advice, okay? Do not be afraid to take the right action in the right circumstances, okay? Do not be so impulsive, okay? And this may be distance too, okay? Then you have the Eight of Cups in the advice, which is kind of interesting, okay? All about making sure that old wounds are healed, okay? And don't be pessimistic. That is when that comes out in the advice, that is what that's about. You got the Divine Timing card, Seven of Pentacles, okay? I don't really read reversals with advice. It's totally different. But, okay, this is the Seven of Pentacles. This is all about understanding that things are oftentimes a marathon and not a sprint, and knowing the difference between the tortoise and the hare, right? You know, it's all about day-to-day, trusting the process, not getting in a hurry, doing your meditation and your energy work on a daily basis, knowing that in the long run, at the end of, you know, the season, that you're going to reap your harvest and it's going to be abundance. Okay, and this applies to everything, not just love. But okay, for what it's worth, that's kind of what I'm getting. Let's get a Moonology for you, and then we are going to get a quote. Be bold and understand. Let's see, what else? Okay, all right. You're good enough. Virgo energy. That's the second time you have pulled Virgo energy. Interesting. All right. Your commitment is being tested. Okay. Are you going to step into that place where you trust the divine or not? Okay. And you know what? You may be dealing with a Libra. A new romantic cycle will begin if you take the right steps on this thing, okay? All right. So, let's get a quote for you guys from my quotes real quick. Okay. Let's get a quote for you. Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my own soul. This is talking about shadow work, working through your baggage and healing. I won't go into the details on that because I have videos if you're interested in doing that. And I highly recommend it for both of you, okay, if this was your story, okay? And sometimes the only thing holding you back is in your head, right? But at any rate, the shadow work information is there. It's in my playlist called Shadow Work. If you want to try to affect some change in this situation, okay? So with that being said, Scorpios, I wish you all many, many blessings and much abundance in every area. Thank you so much for watching.